In any town, in any city in America, there is a homeless man begging for change on the sidewalk. Go up to the homeless man and offer him a Sacagawea dollar. The homeless man will cry tears of joy, and then go to the nearest laundromat that contains a vending machine. Follow the homeless man at a distance of 15 to 20 feet, close enough so that you can see him, but not close enough that you will spook him. This is no ordinary homeless man. This homeless man is actually an unnamed former United States president. Wait for him to insert the Sacagawea dollar, then tap 3 times on the closet washer or dryer at the laundromat. The Sacagawea dollar will get stuck in the machine. The homeless man will bang on the machine, demanding his money back, and the machine will fall over, breaking open. Inside the machine, there will be 3 magical beans. The first magical bean will grant you immunity to fire. The second bean will provide you with a hearty lunch that is low in calories. And the third bean will kill you. Eat one of the beans. Assuming that you have not yet died, the homeless man will cry out in joy, proclaiming that you solved his riddle, even though no riddle was presented. Then he will climb into the sewer drain, holding a copy of the Declaration of Independence. Assuming that you are still hungry and that you have not had a hearty lunch, enter the abandoned KFC across the street. Yes, in every town and every city in America, there is an abandoned KFC across the street from a laundromat. Ignore the dusty shelves and the rats chewing on discarded chicken bones and press the button on the fryer. This is no ordinary fryer. The fryer will pull aside, revealing a spiral staircase that leads into the KFC basement. Yes, friend, KFC has a basement. You will hear the sounds of humans screaming and feathers being plucked. Human beings being covered in hot tar and chicken feathers so that their screams can be recorded and put in promotional KFC children's toy items in hell. At the bottom of the staircase, there will be 3 chicken statues. The first chicken statue will contain a human eye. The second chicken statue will contain a human heart. And the third chicken statue will contain a coupon for a free 6-piece chicken McNugget at the local McDonald's. A man struggling to breathe inside the horrific chicken-shaped enclosure will insist that it's all from the same suppliers, that they are free to give out these coupons. He will do this even though you make no strange floating coupon covered in human blood. Take the coupon and bring it to the back of the basement. In the back of the restaurant, there will be a 6-foot by 6-foot square enclosure encircled by ceremonial engravings of half-human chicken men, men who walk on their feet but have the feathers of a bird, with jointed orange chicken legs, but human skin and human eyes. This enclosure is the Hellmouth, or the Jaws of Hell, the entrance to the underworld, and the place where all the horrible things that are constantly being born are sent to die. There will be a caution wet floor sign. Ignore it. It's legally required for compliance purposes, despite the fact that the floor is covered in human blood. I hope you are wearing non-slip-soled shoes. This was not an aforementioned requirement, but it is natural to be presumed that you are always to wear non-slip-soled shoes whenever you walk into the back of a fast food restaurant, so that you don't slip on the grease, gravy, or in this case, human blood. There will be fire, but the magical bean you ate earlier will make you resistant to fire. If you are on fire, leave the KFC and visit the nearest urgent care. If you are not on fire, head to the back of the base, past the walls of screaming, tortured corpses, human skulls filled with serpents, and open rib cages with beating hearts filled with half-eaten KFC chicken bones. There will be various molds shaped like human hands at the back of hell. This is the back of hell. You've reached the back. Hell is actually pretty small. It's pretty much the size of a Target supercenter with half the width, despite the fact that it holds 90% of all the people and animals that have ever lived or died. Yes, animals can go to hell too. If you've ever owned a goldfish that died, it is in hell. Place your hand in one of the hand-shaped molds, and an ID card will fall out of a Coca-Cola vending machine. Don't get confused, this is not a refreshing soft drink. The KFC employee wearing a robe, a pitchfork, and a ceremonial wooden chicken mask will seal the grate behind you, trapping you forever. Pick up the ID card. The ID card will be for a man named Cletus, who lives in Missouri. Place the ID card in your pocket. Discard the one that contained your original identity. Leave hell. The side door was unlocked. Get on a plane and go to Missouri. Go to your nearest barbershop in Missouri and ask them to shave the top of your head and the sides of your head, but leave the back of your head unshaved. Go to the nearest Walmart. Purchase a sleeveless t-shirt and a set of pliers. Remove 2 of your front teeth using the pliers. You might want to go to a dentist. Adopt a southern accent. Purchase a Jeff Foxworthy themed cup holder to attach to a sofa, because later that day you will be purchasing a big gulp, and the effort it takes to reach from the table to grab the soda is going to be too strenuous for you from now on. You are now the holder of cup holders. This is item 1 of 1. You will also need a limited print of your favorite NASCAR-themed security blanket, nacho cheese sauce, and several 30-pound tubs of refried beans you can hide in when the world as we know it comes to an end. Be warned that the soft drink contained inside the big gulp will now be a serpentine chalice that contains 1 drop of blood of every person who has ever lived or ever died. If you accidentally spill one single fraction of a droplet of liquid from that chalice, then it will burn through your shitty Middle America carpeting and curse the lives of everyone you've ever known or spoken to or dreamed about 10 million times over. Also, the drinks will taste terrible, and when you go to refill it, the machine will release tiny snakes that will enter your arms and lungs and bloodstream and force you to do weird Michael Jackson-style dances as you trip your way toward the toilet and vomit up the stuffed opossum you ate for dinner earlier that evening. This is item 1 of 1. I know I mentioned that earlier, but I thought I'd mention it again.